Our next story deals with sexual violence. There's a new report by Amnesty International which accuses Sudan's paramilitary rebel army of subjecting women to sexual slavery and gang rape as part of their war strategy. The report says that rapid support forces use systematic sexual violence in their battle with the country's army, which broke out 2 years ago. The UN estimates that tens of thousands of people have been killed in the fighting and around 12 million displaced. Both the army and paramilitaries have been accused of war crimes. Deprose Muchena is Amnesty International's Senior Director for Human Rights Impact and joins us from the Kenyan capital, Nairobi. Welcome to DW. So, what are you accusing the Rapid Support Forces of actually doing?
Thank you very much. The Rapid Support Forces have carried out systematic sexual violence directed at women and girls. And this has included rape, including gang raping, 2 people taken into sexual slavery, and other forms of torture inflicted on civilians, inflicted on women and girls, sometimes in front of their family members, in ways that have really directed attack on the humanity of women, humiliating them, demonstrating control over them, and essentially using women as political battlefields in a contest between 2 armed groups. And this is something that has to stop.
And your claim is that this is widespread and systematic, but as I read your report, I see you only interviewed 30 people. So how do you make such a broad claim from such a narrow sample of interviewees?
From the time the war broke out between the 2 parties in Sudan, Amnesty International has been documenting systematically human rights violations up to this point in 2 years' time. And what we have done is interview a sample of large numbers of women and girls who are being subjected to this act, are too afraid to speak out, and are caught up and trapped in a war that has continued to violate them 2 years on. The evidence we have collected confirm the evidence that have been collected by other human rights groups, including UN bodies. So this is an important time to direct the attention of the RSF to stop these violations, because they have impacted hugely on women in terms of causing trauma for them, medical injuries. Women that we interviewed cannot walk, have kidney pain problems, and are having memory losses as a result of the rape. And this just has to stop.
You've said in your report that, and I'm quoting now, numerous survivors said RSF soldiers raped them on suspicion of SAF affiliation. Does that mean RSF soldiers targeted some women and let others go on the basis of their presumed sympathies?
They targeted women in general and have used rape as a weapon of war. The cause of being raped that we confirmed from the women we interviewed and from the victims that we interviewed, not only in Khartoum, but also across towns and villages in Sudan, confirmed different reasons for being raped and being accused of having family members affiliated to the Sudan Armed Forces or their husbands or somebody close to them was just one of the reasons. But what is clear is that this has been systematic.
And briefly, if you wouldn't mind, what does the RSF say about your accusations?
We, at the time of publishing our report, had written to the RSF as part of what we do normally, which is to provide the right to reply to parties we are making allegations against. And at the time of publishing our report, they had not responded.
OK, thank you for talking us through that. Deprose Muchena, Amnesty International Senior Director for Human Rights Impact. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.